Hey guys, welcome back to another video. And today I'm going to talk about what England's potential lineup could be under Thomas Tuchel. But before I get into the video, it'd be nice if you guys could like and subscribe on the video, or subscribe to the channel. We are on the road to 200 subs. I don't know by what deadline I want to have it by, but yeah, it's obviously nice. And share this to as many people as you know, so hopefully they can subscribe that are into football content, so they can subscribe and we can build a bit more of an audience. So I'll get into the formation now of the England team, and the formation is 5-2-3 because Thomas Tuchel did that, or 3-4-2-1 because Tuchel used that when he was at Chelsea and it was an effective system. Or yeah, also 5 at the back. But I'm gonna change things up here. So let's get into it. The goalkeeper for England, I think it's pretty obvious. It's got to be Jordan Pickford. He's probably England's main goalkeeper. I don't really rate him that much, but I think he can come up with some big saves for England, keep England in matches, especially when it's do or die on the line in big finals. He can certainly help England get over the line, and I think that's really the main reason why I did choose Jordan Pickford in the lineup over Nick Pope or Aaron Ramsdale. So yeah, Jordan Pickford is the goalkeeper. Next up, I do have my left wing back, and I have got Bukayo Saka. It's a bit of a controversial one, but I think he's not really going to be playing as left wing back. He's gonna be playing more as a like a left mid, same as my right wing back, but they're gonna be playing in a 5. Saka obviously brings unreal attacking qualities, crosses the ball well, gives a bit of everything to Saka. He's good off corners, which would be helpful for England, even though I've got a couple of good players on corners upcoming. He's good on corners. He can bang a long shot, as we did see against Switzerland. It might have been deflection, but it went in from Saka. So yeah, he can provide unreal qualities. And if he's your left centre back or left wing back, sorry, that I think that's a good player to have at your left wing back. At the left centre-back spot, I do have Levi Colwill, and I think he's going to be one of the main parts on Thomas Tuchel, especially playing at that left centre-back role, because there's not really many players in that left centre-back role that can potentially play what Colwill plays. And yeah, obviously he's a young player, he's coming into the team. You could potentially even put a Gehi or a potentially a Branthwaite there, but I'm opted with Colwill because I think he's gonna be the mainstay in that England team for years to come. If he obviously can keep performing for Chelsea, but yeah, he'll be a mainstay in the England team, I think, because of his defensive qualities, and also I think he's probably England's future in the squad. And yeah, next up I do have the centre back. And I think it's going to be John Stones, mainly because he adds that experience for England, and also, has good defensive qualities. He has kind of died off, or has kind of gone down in especially this season, but mainly all the Man City players have gone down this year in terms of quality. But I think he'll be the main part of this England defence, where he provides the experience for Colwill and the other player that I'm about to mention. He'll calm the defense down, and he can also play in multiple different positions. So even if you want to play in midfield, he can certainly do that. Look at what he done under Pep at Man City. So yeah, John Stones is in the team. Next up, we do have my right centre back, and I do have Mark Gehi from Crystal Palace. I think he gives you good defensive stability alongside Colwill and Stones. He might not be, you could debate, you could have a Kyle Walker in there, but I think he's kind of, especially this season, he's sort of going down, and I don't think he'll be in the England squad much longer under Thomas Tuchel. And also, I think that he has that versatility where he can play on both sides. So sometimes you can even change the back three up. He can certainly play on both sides of the centre backs. So he gives you good versatility. I think he was one of the best players at the Euros, and he was quite handy for England at the Euros. And yeah, he was as I said, he was a quality player at the Euros. Probably England's best player, as I was saying in the media. But as I said, he also gives you good versatility. And yeah, next up at that right wing spot, I think it's quite obvious who I'm going to choose. Trent Alexander-Arnold. He is probably the best right back in the world at the moment. Debatable. Let me know down in the comments if he is the best right back in the world. I think in this formation, I'm thinking he might potentially play as like a midfielder alongside the two midfielders I'm going to bring in. That I might potentially bring in, will have in the team. He'll be that inverted role into the midfield alongside the two midfielders, or maybe one of them might push up with Trent and the other person and the other player sitting back and doing the dirty work in the midfield. But also he's probably got one of the best passing ranges in the world. He's probably one of the best crossers. Maybe not the best crosser in the team, but he can certainly create a chance. He can score free kick goals. Like, I think as a right back, he's an absolute package, Trent Alexander-Arnold. And also he's probably a bit of a liability in terms of defensively, but he's got Guehi on that side. So yeah, he'll be a massive player for England in the future. Next up, I do have my two midfielders, but I'm going to name one right now. I'm going to go. Well, I think Kobbie Mainoo should be in the team in that midfield spot. He's 19 years old. He was also one of England's best players at the Euros last year. Gives qualities, can dribble well, passes well. I think his main part is dribbling, and I think he could be very important with the under the German Thomas Tuchel. Kobbie Mainoo, he might not be as certain in the team like others in this England side, but he's certainly one for the future to look out for. Maybe you could potentially replace him with another player that might be coming up. So Kobbie Mainoo is in the team. And to partner Kobbie Mainoo, I do have Declan Rice. He is probably going to be a bit more that defensive player in the midfield. Maybe the one that if Mainoo does push up and play a bit more of an attacking role, Trent could potentially move into midfield and do defensive support with Rice. But I'm more thinking it might be a midfield three of Trent, Mainoo, and Rice. But obviously things can change. Rice, he's got good qualities. He can shoot from range. He can cross well, which I think he got a lot of set piece goals off his crosses last season for Arsenal. He's got unreal qualities. He probably hasn't lived up to what he'd like this season, but he's certainly a quality player. And if you go for 100 million, you must be a damn good player. Next up, and in front of the two midfielders, I do have my two attacking 10s, and one of them is Jude Bellingham. He is unreal. He's probably the best player in this team. I think he's the most valued player in the world, at like 260 million right now. He's going to be an absolute star for the future. He'll be, as I said with Cobwell, he'll be, one of the mainstays for England. He will be, in that number 10 role for Thomas Tuchel, I have absolutely no doubt. Or he could potentially drop back and, play where Kobbie Mainoo is and bring in potentially a Phil Foden or even a Cole Palmer in the team. He obviously coming from Real Madrid, He's gonna be an unreal player. He gives, he gives good qualities like his runs. He can score goals, defend. Well, that's what we want from a footballer. But like, you know what I mean? Like, he's got a sick celebration. You didn't see all my arms, but yeah, Bellingham is certainly going to be the mainstay for England in the next 10 years. And my second last player in this side, it has to be Cole Palmer. You probably see me rave on about this guy a lot, but he is, I think, one of the best players in the world at the moment. I think he'll complement Jude Bellingham really well. You know, he helps the defenders, he helps out the when the ball goes past him with defending, and he can also pass to Jude Bellingham and potentially the striker. I think him and the striker will absolutely work in tandem with Jude Bellingham as well. I think the striker will be loving. He'll be having a field day. Will the striker I'm just about to name with Cole Palmer? I think he has to be in the England team this season, or at least under Thomas Tuchel. I know he didn't really get much of a chance in the Euros, but I think even when you have someone like Phil Foden on the bench, that just shows you got a pretty good squad when you got someone like Phil Foden sitting on the bench. And the final part of the team, the striker, and I think it has to be Harry Kane, the captain of the side, El Capitano, comes from Bayern Munich. He's actually played a bit better this year. I think he's basically going to win the league for Bayern this year. So he'll probably be winning a trophy for the first time in his career. But all jokes aside, he's a quality player, and I think he'll complement Jude Bellingham and Cole Palmer really well because he'll drop in deep and make some attacking runs for Palmer and Bellingham, and also you got the passing range of Trent, and you got the attacking flairness of Bukayo Saka. I think this team it would cook, honestly. So that wraps up the team, and thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one.